Baling is what we're doing. Clearly. Just in case you didn't notice earlier. So we got the old Fent out, doing our Fenty thing. We got the fantastic Viking square baler. I really like this baler. But I tell you what, I have noticed with a lot of the balers, not just the mod ones, but also the in-game vanilla ones, is that the bales really have a tendency to stick to the back of the baler now. We back in 19 we were experiencing that mostly with mods, but now it seems to be across the board, so I don't know what that's all about. It's not, I don't know, I guess it, well, I don't know what the reason would be. Maybe it's the bale, that's the problem and not the actual mod or machine. Maybe the bales have something different about them causing the issue, I don't know. But it is something that I've noticed. I don't know if anybody else has noticed that or not. So we turn that off, drop them out, and then we need to wrap these. So I'm guessing the old 1455 should do the job. No reason to believe any otherwise. I think actually, whilst we're at it, because we're still in the same day, I didn't want to lose them through rain or something obscure like that. I didn't want to lose my swaths through rain, so I stuck with the same day, just in case it did happen to rain, which it hasn't so far, but you never can be too sure. So we're probably going to go into, well, we won't so much now because I've slowed the time down, but it's getting late. It's coming up. It's 4:30 in the afternoon in game time. So we'll take you and we'll just pop you just there, actually. That's quite a good spot. So I haven't obviously changed it. The box tractor racer, but I have found some possible candidates, John Deere wise, to swap it out for, if that's what people want. I feel like it should be a John Deere, purely because I don't often use JDs. Not because I don't like them, just because I'll get earache. Let's not start in this field. We've done lots in this field. Oh my goodness me. Apparently we want to go somewhere we shouldn't be. Let's do it in our newest realised field. Not acquired, newest realised, because I didn't know we had it. But yeah, the John Deere, I don't know, they just don't fall right for me, I guess. Clearly we're going to have to time lapse or jump cut some of this, so and the biggest problem with these is we've also got to wait for them to do their business. It's like waiting for the cat, isn't it? Just waiting for the cat to do its business. Oh, right, okay. Yeah. Didn't think it would take this long, but obviously it is. don't really have much to talk about, I suppose. We could talk a little bit about what's going on with the map editing for Down on the Farm. So this week you will have seen a couple of trinkets that I posted on the community page of the YouTube channel. 2 pictures you should have had. One of Brixworth Agri, which is Matt's. That's all I'm going to say about that. I'm not going to say any more. It is Matt's from down in Meadow Grove. So clearly we've got Mr. P rejoining us. Well, I say rejoining us, he hasn't left us. It's just that I haven't had him in many episodes lately, and mostly that's because he's been really poorly. And then we've got Walker Entertainment currently in Down on the Farm, and will maintain part of Down on the Farm as John and David's financial advisor. So he will pop in from time to time. I'm looking to talk to a couple of other people. I won't give too much away because I don't know whether they're up for doing it or not. But I've got a couple of people in mind that I'd like to get in on the act, which could be popular with some, could be unpopular with some, who knows. And then obviously the other picture was of the local pub, and no doubt many a night will be spent there by David. Because why not, as he would probably say. Right, how many we got there? We've got 6 so far. Pretty big bales though, aren't they, these square bales, so we shall stop when it stops, and that's where we will leave it. There. Right, well, I think I'll get into a time lapse of some of this. I'm more than likely going to jump cut some of it also, because we don't need the process of all of these, do we? No, CEEBUR, we do not. Kind of place them all together. Makes picking them up a bit easier and quicker. So we've got a 3 left, I think. 3 left to do. And at the stop, had a delivery of seeds, so we had to get those sorted out. You'll see in a minute. and that's for our fields. So I think we'll probably grab the old fence. Not probably, it's going to happen, isn't it? We're going to grab the old fence, because we ain't got nothing that's going to pull that drill. Neither of these two, the John Deere or this International, will pull that drill. So it will have to be the mighty Fentage. Just admiring those mountains in the distance. You would be forgiven in imagining that you were in Wales here. I don't know where Newpark is based off of. He usually bases his maps off of areas and things he's seen. Not precise areas, but just, you know, kind of idea of an area, you know? But I have no idea if it's a Welshie inspired map or not. Certainly kind of get that feeling with some things, don't you? I suppose seeing as how we're doing sheep, you would be forgiven for thinking that this was Wales. Oh yeah, this has got a terrible turning circle on it, hasn't it? As in, you can't. You can't turn it. I don't know if this is a mod version or if this is a original. But that is it for turning. I think we'll leave you both there, actually. You'll be fine. So those bales need to ferment so they can sit exactly where they are. We'll grab the drill, and I think we're almost empty if I remember correctly. But I can't remember correctly all the time, so I'm probably remembering very wrongly. Yes, I was correctly I was correctly remembering. So look at that. It's like it already knew. So we'll jump into this jalopy, which I do very much love, even though she does have her issues. We did why is that misbehaving? Why won't that slide out? That's the door. That's moving side to... That's ridiculous. Why is that moving side to side? That's up and down. That's tilt. Why? That's the bottom door. Oh yes, we must have that open. Why won't the boom go out? See, that's Jimmy in the Jimmy Jim Jam. That's not what we want. Well, that's ridiculous, isn't it? Here I was going to be good about it, and here it is, can't be good about it, because again, mods don't work proper. Hooray! I guess we're going to need a few more bags, because I don't think I'm going to have to sit and work out what is wrong with the boom on this. Clearly they've given us the opening doors, which is lovely. It is lovely. I'd much rather have a boom that went in and out than not. I can't get on. How about if I... Oh, there we go. Oh, it's getting super grumpidocious then. I feel like we probably don't need to feed the chickens, but I feel like we should, because we haven't done very much with the animals at all. So the least we could do is just feed some chickens. I think they'll appreciate it. I like my little track that I've made. It's exciting. Should probably sort it out a bit more. Hey! They obviously needed some food. There are a lot of chickens there. They're not producing eggs very quickly though, are they? Oh, what? Yeah, anyway, as I was saying, we had this. This was... this wasn't... John didn't have one of these. John had the older one, but David and his dad in the earlier series, series 2 perhaps, had that JCB. That one's been converted over from 19 to 22. And we're going to go with full on oats, I think. Well, it's open for debate as to whether it's the right one to go with or not. I honestly don't know. I honestly don't know. I'm getting wheel slip, but she is bogging down. And I had special brushes installed. There's a little bit of a joke going on in the comments about getting mud on the tyres and they're not going round. So what I did is I installed brushes with little washer jets underneath the wheel arches to clean the wheels off as we go along. I'm not lying, I'm telling the truth. It's a real thing. Do you know what? I bet somewhere, a Polish farmer has done that very thing. And why not? That's what I say. Why not? Leaving quite a gap for the old headland there, but I don't care. So I'm going to go over what we've already drilled just there, just to try and straighten up this line. It does actually only plant in the bit that hasn't been planted in, I believe. We'll treat that as a headland, shall we? Well, it is a headland because it's on the outside, but you know what I mean. Do you? I know what I mean. Do you know what I mean? So anyway, what can we go? We were talking about down on the farm earlier. So obviously I've been working hard converting this map. And there is a possibility that some of the Let's Play episodes may get shortened to try and give me a little bit more time in the evenings to do a little bit more to the map, because I really want to be jumping into that map the end of February, beginning of March sort of time. I do not under any circumstances want to be playing on FS19 in 2 months' time. I want to be done of it, with the exception of a few possible storyline continuation situations. That's an interesting amalgamation of words. Along with that following sentence that went with it. But yes, I am truly done with 19. I think I'm possibly the only person who's actually putting videos out on 19 anymore. I don't think there's anybody else out there. Just me, CEEBUR. And it must be terribly off-putting for some of the newcomers coming. He's still on 19. What the? It's like, yeah. Not through choice, fellas. Not through choice. But understandable. It is understandable. I've got nothing but respect for many, not all, many of the map makers. Some of them out there do not deserve being weed on. Little prima donnas that they are. I've got no qualms in saying that either. A lot of people go around praising them, and a lot of them get these massive egos about them. And as much as I do say yes, that Giants wouldn't have a game if it wasn't for the modders, it's very true. But the modders don't have to take it literally, because we wouldn't have modders if it wasn't for the game. We wouldn't have modders if it wasn't for the fact that Giants allow us to use the Giants editor, allow us access to it. So, you know, it's tit for tat. I grind Giants gears a lot, but that's because they need to be kept on their toes. And aside from the fact that they don't even watch my videos, even though they proclaim they do, or have, they haven't. They've only watched one, and that was the Borgo competition video I did. I can guarantee that's the only one they've watched of mine, I'm sure of it. But anywho, I don't need my ego scratching. Never had one, never will have one. Let's crack on with this. I'm going to time lapse it out. So I'll say my goodbyes. Au revoir, auf Wiedersehen, ciao, arrivederci, bonsoir. Can't think of any more. Nope. What's the Japanese one? Konnichiwa is hello, isn't it? Konnichiwa. Dunno. Thanks for watching, everyone. Stay safe, and may the weather be with you.